Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Donovan.
Hey.
What was the key to overcoming such a slow start?
Evan and Jay. But no, on the real, like, I mean, I'm serious about that. But I think the biggest thing was we just locked in as a group. You know, they were just getting stuff that was too easy to start the game. You know, we were kind of on our heels, and they were just trying to attack. And, you know, I told Serena, there's going to be times where that happens. You know, our defense is not going to be perfect, but, you know, we think we really let them kind of do everything they wanted to do. We didn't dictate to them, and, you know, we were getting whatever we wanted offensively, but it was just like they was just like a track meet. They were just going downhill, playing through us. So coming in at halftime, we had that discussion, came back out, and really set the tone defensively, you know, kind of dictating to them, you know, being there, guys, shot blockers being there, guys being in help situations. And, you know, when you were able to get stops and run out, you think they had, 36, 38 points in the second half? Like, you know, that's who we can be. And we just got to continue to build upon it and get two halves like that. If we can get 62 points, that'd be great.
You've talked a few times throughout the course of this start, Donovan, about trying to find your spots in the offense and picking when it's time to go and when it's time to be a playmaker and initiator. When did you, I think you had 17 in the first 22, at least you attributed to 17 in the first 22. When did you know that, like, you had to go get it?
When they went on that run, you know, as much as I say we have to, you know, get stops and whatnot, but you also got to score the ball too. So for me, just kind of taking that upon myself to just at least set that tone, getting downhill, finding a way to just create in a disadvantage, and it led to me getting layups, you know, and or pull-ups or whatnot. So some games it may be I attack the rim and then I find three-point shooters. Some games it may be I had the three-ball going, but whatever it may be, just finding ways to impact the game differently each game. And tonight was just trying to get downhill and set that tone.
Donovan, had Mark and Dina, good to see you.
I'm sorry.
JB is...
I'm sorry. You're good, man.
I got you. JB was likening kind of your presence as like your little brother, or not just with your play, but, you know, the calming presence. How did you kind of view how that played out?
Tonight or just in general? I think for me, you know, just, you know, coming here, that was the biggest thing. Is trying to be a leader in every facet. You know, it's not always just about scoring. It's not always about defense. It's not always just about one thing. It's always about defense. But being able to just be a leader, be like I said, a calming presence on the floor, and, you know, whether it's the beginning of the game when they went on that run, fans cheering, they're screaming, everybody's getting hyped up, keeping us calm, keeping us cool, collected, and even at the end when you know, their bench guys coming in, make a run, like calming that down and understanding that there's gonna be you know, a lot of different things that happen throughout the game, but if we could just stay here, you know, even keel throughout, and these guys do a great job of that. You know, as a whole, we do a great job of that. So it makes me being a leader a lot easier. You know, and it's not like it's something that's hard for me to do. And they listen, and I listen as well, and it's easy. It's a free flowing thing. But for me, just kind of just being a steady heartbeat, you know, of the team.
When you come to a new team, maybe some apprehension, anxiety, you don't know really what to expect, and then your team is terrific to this point. How satisfying has this first, you know, few games been?
It's been good. You know, it's my first time being in a new situation, and like you said, there were times where I'm like, all right, where do I fit? You know, but when you have your teammates, your coaches insisting every second of the day during camp, during practice, during preseason, during games, like just be yourself, and you know that makes it a lot easier. And you buy into a system and what they're doing, and JB's been phenomenal. We've all been phenomenal, and it made my life a lot easier just coming out and just being who I am, and being a natural leader, a guy who can just create, play defense, be able to do whatever's needed. And we've been playing well, and I'm gonna keep saying this. It's early. You know, we've done a lot of good things, but there's a lot of things we can clean up and continue to get better at. But you know, as far as what we look like, we look really good, and this is a great basketball we're playing as a group. But we can only get better. We can continue to get better, and as a group.
You said being a leader for you is easy, but being a leader in your team is sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah.
What are things that you try to do to be a leader?
You know, like it calls for different games. It calls for different things in different situations. You know, tonight it was trying to attack on the offensive end. Other games it's being a decoy, you know, and kind of standing there and creating. Other games it's being a vocal leader. Other games it's leading by example. It comes in different ways. But what makes it easy, you know, to do it with these guys is that, you know, they want to win, like they want to continue to build and get better, and they allow me to do that. That's not always the case, especially when somebody comes from a new team. You never know what the situation is going to hold, what's going to happen. So when these guys allow me to be that, and also I'm receptive to what they're telling me, because I don't, at the end of the day, I don't know everything about the game. I'm continuing learning as well, and JB and the guys have continuously said, like, just be a leader, be who you are. It allows for myself to go out there and be free and play and kind of just be what I've been.
Is there a role model for you as a leader?
Excuse me?
Is there any leader role model for you?
I mean, at a young age, I was fortunate enough to be in the Mets locker room, and a guy I always attribute to is David Wright and Jose Reyes. I didn't know what I was looking at that age. I didn't know what I was looking at, but as you get older, you see what I saw then. I understand situations, and always being, a steady heartbeat for your team, and always being there for your teammates, whether it's, in the locker room, on the bus, on the plane, and the guy's not shooting well, kind of getting him some love, whether it's on the floor, off the floor. There's just so many different ways to be a leader, but also on the flip side, being able to listen and being able to understand that, like I said, I don't know everything, and I'm not going to walk around here like I do, and I think that's what creates, great leadership. And when you have Kevin Love, and obviously I've played with Ricky before, it's not just my voice, it's not just JB's voice. You have Kevin Love, who's won a championship, Ricky Rubio, who's a fantastic leader. He's now on the trips with us. Even DG, DG's coming. We're having these full-on conversations. Just because we're a younger team does not mean we have guys who aren't natural-born leaders, and you see it on a consistent basis. And you saw it a lot in the second half. Everybody stepped up and were vocal and continuously having each other's backs.
Absolutely, Chris. There's so much history with the Cavs organization and LeBron James,
right,
as you well know.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten the better of them so many times
mm-hmm.
in the past. When you win a game like today against him, does it in any way feel like a turn-the-page moment for the organization?
I wouldn't say like a turn the page. You gotta, it was the first championship in 52 years. You gotta always have respect and have appreciation for that. I grew up a Cavs fan, so I'm very aware of Bron, but I don't think that was what we went into the game with. Obviously, I didn't know there was a history. He's continuously won. I didn't know that till after the game. But you always gotta have respect for greatness, and when greatness is on the floor, you just try to find a way to go out there and compete and get a win. But I wouldn't say for me personally or the group, I wouldn't say that we came in here and said that that's what it was for. We came out there just trying to do what we've been doing, and fortunately it was against Bron, but it's not it wasn't like a talking point or anything. I think for us it's we're as an organization, I believe we're all appreciative of a championship. We have it at the banner, we have nonstop things about it, and you can only appreciate greatness. And for us, it's just looking to build our own different culture. None of us here are LeBron James. We're all different in different types of ways, and we want to continue to build our own culture and do it differently while continuously always having respect for what he's done for Cleveland and what he's done for the organization.
Thanks, man. That's it.